So I am sure that yesterday everybody was able to understand how we can solve the differential equation in an approximate manner, even though we are not very much comfortable with the concept of d by dt as regards to solving. For derivative, I think everybody is comfortable, but for integration, let us say that if I am not getting its answer, still once a differential equation is prepared, you can get the answer by approximate method, that is numerical method. Is it right? And now we are in today's world. Once you are able to configure differential equation, then you can give to Google, you can give to AI, by many methods you can ask your friends. So once a differential equation is prepared, in today's connected world, getting its solution is quite easy. Therefore, this fluid model and our electrical parameters, we will find that differential equations are coming, we are coming across differential equations many occasions. Therefore, we must be able to acquaint ourselves, we must be able to imbibe the skills wherein we are able to prepare differential equation properly. Basically, why at all the differential equation is generated? The reason is that this subject name was earlier linear circuits. You might be aware. Why can anybody think, predict, guess why name of the subject was linear circuits? It consists of voltages, currents, resistor, inductor, capacitor, these elements and their interconnections. Why name was given linear circuits? Anybody? Diode is not there in this subject. Let it be very clear. Why name linear circuits? Because there is linear relationship between two things, voltage and current. For resistor, we have got a linear relationship between what? Voltage and current directly. For capacitor, what kind of relationship we have got? There is linear relationship between charge and voltage. Charge and voltage. Now if we differentiate them, then differentiation of charge is current, and so on the right hand side there will be differential of voltage. On the left hand side differential of charge is current. So there is a linear relationship between current and differential of or time derivative of voltage. For inductor, there is reverse relationship between voltage and time derivative of current. Means the components are I will come to them separately in a slow manner. I will put the old videos also and these also, so that you can comfortably pick up at a, not instantly but rapidly. Resistor, inductor and capacitor exhibit a linear relationship between voltage and current, either in direct or in differential form. R, L and C मध्ये voltage आणि current ची linear relationship आहे, एक तर थेट किंवा एक आणि दुसऱ्याचा differential. Resistor, both direct relationship between, linear relationship between V and I. Capacitor, linear relationship between I and du by dt. Inductor, linear relationship between V and di by dt. So these are the components. Now we discussed tank. For tank, valve. For valve there is a linear relationship between level and flow. As for tank, what kind of relationship we were having? Flow is differential of level, right? So when we interconnect multiple components which have, if we have all the resistive circuit, then differential equation will not be formed because the relationships are direct. If one of the elements having a differential relationship is there, and then we interconnect, then in that case, direct linear relationship on one hand, differential linear relationship on the other hand, and when we interconnect, when we have a series circuit, current is same. When you have parallel circuit, voltage is same. Because of that, a differential equation is prepared. So once a differential equation is prepared, means now we are in a converging world. At the same time, we are in an expanding world also. So if we decide that I will do everything on my own, what are you doing? Hello, look here. Google searching is permitted only when it is explicitly told. So if I decide that I will do everything, then you will become expert of very narrow thing which is of not much use for you. Therefore, we must be able, it is not that jack of all trades, but we must be able to know where to stop. The difference is clear in last 3 decades. When we were students like you, that time, the problem, now I think the book bank notice is there today. In our days, at that sessions, there was less attendance because a huge queue was there at the book bank, even for paid book bank. And now what we find today? Even for free book bank, there are no takers. At our times, the issue was from where to get the information. And now what is challenge before you? What is challenge before you? So much abundant information available, from where to choose or where to stop. Distraction, we say. So much information. Therefore, in this world today, you must be able to just touch multiple aspects of a subject, try to get a working expertise and stop there. म्हणजे काय करायचंय? Differential equation तयार करायचं फक्त आपण. सोडवा, like are you getting me? In today's, who is a good businessman who is able to outsource the things effectively? So what we will do, our role is for few weeks together, only construct a differential equation, that's all. Solving, I will give the answer directly. We will not spend time in solving the classroom. If you have some leisure time available, few of you can discuss among yourself outside the class. But a standard method when available means when I have a calculator, there is no point in manually calculating. So differential equation can be solved and the answer is given to you. So we must be able to construct differential equations. There are few very simple topics I will give the material, say Kirchhoff's law and all these things. So quite easy, and I leave it up to you, and we can have discussion on key aspects which are required. Otherwise, there is no point in repeating simple things in the classroom. That would be what we can say non-effective utilization of collective time. So we now proceed for differential equations. How means not only the linear circuits, it is differential equation is the crux of engineering. When I say engineering, it is civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics. Computer science is altogether different branch. But in these branches where actual physical real-time entities are to be dealt with by physical components, differential equations are bound to be there, and our ability is to construct a differential equation for every situation. Now I will make the things complex. It is so complex that you should be simple things you can solve easily. When we move towards complexity, some fatigue starts getting developed. So gradually fatigue should got developed and we should saturate somewhere. Yes, now means what is saturation? You can do, but you find it very much hard to do. So we develop from that point. So everything same, yesterday's same problem. Only only difference we will have is this is LIT. Right now we keep 1. We can change that also. That also I will explain to you later. LIT is right now 1. This water tap is there. This valve, stopper. On the right hand side, actually in the last lecture we started with tank empty. We can start with half filled tank also. That will give the different solution. We can revisit it later, but right now it's a very complex thing I am going to tell. Means it's complex, but what is learnability? If nth level complexity thing I am able to decompose into n simple level things. Nth complexity problem is decomposed, separated in n simple problems, and I am mastering solving simple problem. So I can solve it. So that is our rule. Now the tank which we discussed was having a constant base, and when height was increasing, throughout its height the area was, cross sectional area was constant. Now I take a first conical tank, and there are 2 types of cones. This one's inverted and direct. So we take inverted cone first. Right, inverted cone. It's quite interesting now. Again, same thing. Water is LOT. Initially, this tank is empty. Now, the water quantity here is WT. WO or WT, because there is no other thing, WT. What is WT formula now? In previous case, what was formula? When I had a fixed cross sectional area, A into LOT. Now what is the formula here? What is the formula? One-third pi r square h. Pi r square h, where r is the, means if I have got this much cone, this is r and this is h, and this is the angle. Now, to make your task simpler in calculation, what I do, I take this cone where this angle is 90 degrees. What task it will simplify? R equal to H. This angle 90, so this 45 is like this. Is right? I hope you got it. Okay? Is it right? R and H. So for such a cone, what type of cone is called as? There is some typical name, but that's not important. So for such a cone, what is volume of the cone? 1/3 pi r cube, or here h cube, which we will use h cube. So here, what is WT? WT is 1/3 pi h is LOT, right? LOT. Is it okay? Is it right? It's fine. Okay. Now develop. What is the problem is? What is the question? Question is, for such a reverse conical tank. Reverse cone is, this is forward. This is actually reverse. For this reverse conical tank, I hope I am making the things complex, but I am not making them complex like Einstein's equations. No new rocket science I am introducing. अगदी जे काही गोष्टी माहीत असल्यानंतर ऑब्वियस आहे त्याची गोष्ट आहे. सो फॉर दिस काइंड ऑफ सिस्टम derive the expression for LOT as function of time if tank is initially empty and stopper is opened at t equal to 0, opposition is O, stopper is this. Is it clear? For yesterday's problem we developed the differential equation in the special case OA equal to 1, and for that dLOT by dt plus LOT is equal to 1, and LOT was 1 minus e raised to minus t. So now you first develop differential equation. It's solving, I hope it's very much clear to you. We will not spend time in solving differential equation, that you can do later on and circle amongst yourself. Our role is to develop differential equation. You may be able to tell the answer, is all right. Otherwise few of you will work and in the next lecture you can come up with the answer. So now here, to get the expression for LOT, what you must get first? You must get the differential equation for in terms of LOT. And LIT right now is 1. So start. Now everybody must have a separate notebook, may it be small for the subject, and you should write it continuously. म्हणजे सर्किटरीचा आजच्या लेक्चर नंतर नेक्स्ट पानावर सर्किटरीचं दुसरं लेक्चर पाहिजे. Otherwise there is no point in that noting it down. And I would ensure that you will upload those scanned pages in Google Classroom. म्हणजे वर्गात जे लिहून घेतलंय ते Google Classroom टाकायचं, काही असाइनमेंट्स त्या Google Classroom टाकायच्या. So based on that there will be IAC in semester evaluation. So now you start solving. So how we proceed? Number 1, that this is same flow for wall, there is no change, right? So flow T is equal to L in T minus LOT upon O, right? Very clear? And now what is flow in terms of quantity? Last time also we have discussed. What is flow? Rate of change of quantity per unit time. What is quantity in the time, right hand side tank? WT. Are you getting me? What is means? This is flow and LO equation as decided by the valve. Now what would be flow and LO equation as decided by the tank, that we have to find out. And since there is no other outlet, since water is not allowed to go out, not other water is allowed to come in, flow as decided by valve must be equal to flow as decided by tank. So Ft should be same. So Ft expressed by condition of valve, Ft expressed by condition of tank, we will find out. So what is Ft expressed by condition of tank? Whether Ft is equal to, simple thing, flow is time derivative of quantity, water is coming in. So level is different, quantity will increase. What is quantity? WT. What is flow? Flow is rate time also we did it. dWt by dt. W म्हणजे काय म्हणते मागच्या वेळा का लक्षात नाही? ओ काय? ओ म्हणायचं ओ घेऊ पण घेऊया. माहिती तशी गरज नाही कारण आय नाहीच आहे. एनिवे सो what is dLOT by dt? dWt by dt. Sorry. What is ft? dWt by dt. And since that in that last example tank, WOT was A into LOT because area was constant. Is it clear? Now, so basic thing remains same. Ft is equal to dWot by dt. What is WOT is now different, right? So we write same thing, dWot by dt. But what is dWot now? What is WOT? Ft is equal to, using this 1/3 pi is constant come out, 1/3 pi, and d by dt of what is that? LOT cube. What is the derivative? 3 LOT square, right? No, it's very obvious derivative. Everybody is somewhat expert. So that 3 gets cancelled. So it is pi dLOT square upon no sorry. Very silly mistake. It is 1/3, 3 gets cancelled. Pi LOT square into like that. Is it like that? No. Is it right? Yes, sir. Everybody agrees with this? Yes, sir. When I am differentiating something, actually if somebody is having still some hitch, how would you solve? Multiply it is by which rule? हे कळलं पाहिजे प्रत्येक तसं अवघड नाही पण कदाचित आज आता तुम्हाला सीईटीला काय झालंय सीईटीच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये स्टेप्स हा कन्सेप्ट गेल्यामुळं कदाचित काही गोष्टी विसरून जातात डीवाय ला कुठला फॉर्म्युला वापरायचा ह्याला dy by dx is equal to dy by du into du by dx अगदी सोपं जे आकड्यानुसार सांगतोय एखाद्याला कळलं नसेल dy by dx is equal to dy by du into du by dx. Let LOT equal to u. Let LOT equal to u. Then dLOT by dLOT cube by dt square कसा येईल? dLOT by dt square will be LOT cube equal to upon u धरले. So it would be dLOT du by dt. Is it right? So लक्षात आलं का प्रत्येकाला? I want whether everybody of you is convinced about this. अगदी सोपं आहे 11वीत कॅल्क्युलस पण इतकं मी का सारखं सांगतोय आता सगळं हे झालं की पुढे काहीच राहत नाही आता. Is the idea clear? Is it right? So LOT square into dLOT by dt. So that's right. So here I have got FT and FT. That is FT equal to So what answer I get? This will be same. It is this pi LOT square dLOT by dt is equal to L into that is 1. L into is 1. 1 minus LOT upon multiplying O on the other side. O pi LOT square dLOT by dt plus LOT is equal to 1. Now if we put if we choose opening as 1 upon pi, so as to simplify the things, if I choose opening as O equal to 1 upon pi, or if I open the wall as a specific setting such that O pi equal to 1, if this is equal to 1, then this becomes LOT square dLOT by dt plus LOT is equal to 1 plus LOT is equal to 1. So how, now this is a very interesting equation. Very interesting equation. इथपर्यंत आलं सगळं ना? त्याला हे महत्त्वाचं, हे कळणं माझ्या मते प्रत्येकाला आलेलं आहे. बरोबर आहे? म्हणजे आता हाऊ द थिंग इज ॲट t equal to 0, what you have got? At t equal to 0, काय कसं येणार आहे? काय चुकतंय का? So listen very carefully. What we want in the classroom, everybody should be alert, aware, and we should be able to deliberate on the issue. Whether we have gone wrong somewhere. Are you sure about this first? Right? If this is sure about, this is the equation. लक्षात आलं का? So we are stuck up now. We are stuck up. त्यातनं बाहेर यायचं आपल्याला. We want आत्तापर्यंत wall equation is simple, tank equation is simple. One WOT with flow is rate of change of quantity that we derived. Flows must be equal. So we have comfortably come till this point. But now we are stuck up. How I should get it off? So since we have ample time, we put the recording off. Connect.